Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Good morning to some of you all. It's Edie Blue here at IndieFlow, and I am super excited about the conversation we're having for our industry session today with Shortform Studio. What's up, Gabe? Hello. What's up, Bridget, Rebecca, Diamond? Great to see you all in here. So let me just check if our guests are here, and I'm going to invite them to the audience, to the stage, right? To the stage. All right. KADE says tech difficulties. No worries. No worries. We're all flowing through this. What's up, Cassidy? So in the meantime, for those of you dropping in live, we've got 30 some people live. That's amazing. Why don't you drop your location? Let us know where you're streaming in from. Me, I'm in Virginia. And let's see. I am going to, so KADE, I'm going to call you to the stage. Let's see. Give me 1 second, y'all. Oh, we've got 2 pages. No wonder. Okay. KADE, I'm inviting you to the screen now. Take your time, though. So we've got, oh my gosh, we've got so many people in here. Okay. Christian Chamberlain, what's up from Colorado? Jay is in New York. Cassidy, Ontario. Seattle. Clay, New Jersey. Gabe. Julian's in Los Angeles. What's up, Julian? Let's see. Bridget is in Toronto. Okay, Canadian. We've got the Canadian connection here today. That's awesome. Brian Terry is in LA.
Hello,
Dem
can you
from
hear me?
Chicago. Hi, KADE.
Hi, Edie. How are you?
I'm so good. How are you today?
I'm good. I think we figured it out with Tianda. Did you send an invite to Tianda? Okay.
Not yet. Let me go ahead and invite her now.
Okay.
Oh, we've got some.
Oh wait, hold on.
All right, give me a second.
Because she was having some trouble. She was having some trouble logging in and doing the signing up for this.
Okay, for Crowdcast. Okay. I don't see her in the audience yet. Let's see. But people are jumping in.
We got time.
Danny, TMV. Yeah, we got it's all good. You know, when you work in technology and you've lived through a pandemic, you got to give yourself some grace for when tech issues happen, because it kind of just, you know, we're in a new world of communication these days. Let's see. Andrew Lindsay, what's up?
Yo, I see a bunch of people I know already. I saw Shay, I saw Vinette, I saw Becky, I saw Julian.
Yay! Shout them out. Shout them out. Yeah. All right. We've got a bunch of some IndieFlow artists, some people I just know. This is awesome.
Hey, Bridget, what's up? Welcome, Andrew. Welcome, Danny. Tianda still. I'm like literally just iMessaging Tianda on trying to figure out, because what was the problem was I signed up, and then Tianda, when she tried to sign up, it just kept logging in as me.
Oh, okay. Wait, I think I've. Oh, wait, no. I think I see her in here. Tianda, I'm inviting you up on screen now.
Yo, Raphael, what's up? Thank you. He's stalking me on TikTok, bro.
You are a boss, KADE. We love your TikToks over here. Yes, you are. That's why we're talking to you today. All right, so let me see. Tianda, I'm inviting you on screen now.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
oh my gosh. Hello.
You made it.
I just like to make sure that people notice me when I join these events. It was all a test.
You like to make an entrance. I totally understand. Well, everyone, it is my pleasure to welcome KADE and Tianda from Shortform Studio to our IndieFlow industry session today. I'll give you all some snaps. They are two incredible artists and creatives, and I'm super excited, and I know the community here is super excited to learn from you all. So let's kind of like get right into it. The first thing I'd love is if you all could just, introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about your story.
Yeah, I'll go first, Tianda. But my name is KADE. I'm a music producer and an artist, and my main thing is my EDM project called Alex KADE, where I make sad boy EDM, and I also turn a bunch of anime openings into EDM on TikTok as well. So how I got started on TikTok was back at the start of the pandemic. So this was February. My friend told me to start posting on TikTok. So I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. I had a video go viral just randomly. It was an old video from my Instagram from 2018 that I just posted onto TikTok without thinking. And then since I saw that happen, I was like, oh, okay. So that's what TikTok can do. And then it's just been grinding away ever since, making more music, making more TikToks, just learning how to be the best musician I can be, the best artist, and the best content creator that I can be. So fast forward to summer of 2021. I'm poor. I have a song I just finished that I want to release, but I don't have any money to release it with your typical Facebook, Instagram ads, playlist pitching, blog pitching, expensive route. And I want to actually make money from music because Spotify pays us nothing. So I decided to sell my song directly to my fans, and it actually worked out really, really well, all thanks to TikTok. I just kept posting a bunch of videos there. I went like heavier, bunch of videos went viral. That just drove everything towards my socials. So all in all, I spent, I think, about maybe only $600 on my marketing. And this was after I already broke even from making sales of my song and some upsells and some merch to my fans. 3 months later, it turns out I actually made a cumulative $10,000 from everything that stemmed from that song release and that time period where my TikToks were just hitting the algorithm correctly. And I'm still making money from the sales funnel that I create to sell my song. And I literally make just like a couple $100 a month from a sales funnel that like I don't even touch anymore. I just let it sit there. And because I'm still making TikToks, right? These TikToks just keep driving people towards the sales funnel. But I think the coolest thing is about with TikTok and my journey is if you look at my Instagram, if you look at my TikTok, if you look at my Spotify, I'm not huge or anything. I never went super freaking viral. Yet I was still able to make a good chunk of money from TikTok. So you don't need to be viral to find success on TikTok. And that's kind of how short form studio started. So one of my friends was like, yo, I'll pay you to tell me what to do on TikTok and edit it all for me and post it for me and all that. I was like, sure. First month I worked with him, we got 12,000 followers, got a ton of traction for him. And this was like, he's never posted on TikTok ever, ever, ever. So I went to my friend Julian, who's actually in the chat here. Julian from Short Form Studio, that's his name. You should talk to him. But I was like, yo, let's do something with these results. We got a few more clients, got great results again. And then since January, we've been just getting like more and more crazy results for the artists we work with at Short Form Studio. And they're all super, super happy working with us because they're spending the same amount of money they would on Facebook and Instagram ads, except they're getting like 10 times, literally 10 times the results and impressions and conversions and all of that. So that's my spiel. That's me.
Wow. So I'm curious, what is the most, because you said you haven't gone super viral. So like, what's the most views so our audience can kind of know like.
Yeah, my most viral video was only like 1.6 million views. It wasn't a lot. And like, it sounds like a lot, but like compared to like TikTok, compared to like the standards of TikTok, where you're hearing like, these Charli D'Amelio's, you're hearing these Lil Nas X's, like they're getting like 4 million views every single video they post out. And that's on the low end, right? So 1.6 million is like, it's not a ton compared to like the people who really, really blow up. And it's not hard to get 1.6 million. It's not hard to get $1 million at all. Tianda does this all the time.
About it today.
No, not all the time. No. I feel like my story's not as long. I'm Tianda, for those of you who don't know me, which is probably most of you. I'm an artist as well. I started when I was really, really young. Worked with Universal Music for a while when I was 15, did a reality TV show here in Canada, and then took a little break from making music after getting signed and then kind of flopping. I came back to TikTok 2 years ago, back to social media 3 years ago after taking a lot of years off. Started posting on TikTok, didn't really get anywhere. And I was having a really hard time finding people to work with, particularly producers who were interested in making my music. So I started teaching myself how to produce music, but I also started just posting all my songs on TikTok and on Instagram. and inviting other producers to send me their music. And every Friday I would write as many songs as I could to the beats they would send me. And my community started growing. I started meeting a lot of other music makers, collaborators. I started meeting producers who would end up producing my first songs that got signed. My monthly listeners started going up just because of all the collaborations and the music I was creating. And at that point, my first viral moment on TikTok that really got me hooked on the app was I posted a video basically making fun of myself and like the whole era I went through on TV when I was 15. And I found some old clips of the show and posted them on TikTok just thinking it would be like a funny joke. And thousands of people who watched me on TV when I was a kid re-found me on TikTok and started supporting my new music almost a decade later. And from there, I just started riding the algorithm wave, and I figured out that on top of posting my music and my singing and my songs, there's a lot of value in just posting like, do you guys hear an echo? I just heard, okay, it's just me. I realized that there's also a lot of value in just posting the random thoughts that I have on a day-to-day, or like telling random funny stories about things that have happened to me. And I started having viral moments happen over and over again and accumulated a bunch of followers really quickly. Last year in December, I gained over 100,000 followers in 1 month just by like talking about things on TikTok and sharing music. And so that enabled me to quit my job just through getting opportunities to songwrite for big labels like Capitol Records, do brand partnerships with companies like M&M's, Live Nation, Audi. And so all of these things just eventually empowered me this year to quit working my full-time job and go full-time into music and TikTok. And now we're here.
Yay, that's incredible. I thank you all for sharing both of your stories. Both of them are kind of like unique journeys, but tell me, how did you all find each other? And
Oh yeah, Tianda popped up on my For You page, and then I slid into her DMs on Instagram. I was like, yo, you're sick. I don't see a lot of people from Alberta not doing country music. And then she responds, yo, I used to do country music for like all my life before doing hip hop now on, or whatever she was doing on TikTok. And we just started talking from there. And I've been following Tianda for like the last like few years. I'm like, yo, with Short Form Studio, we have a lot of people asking us to do this. I can't do this all on my own. Tianda, can you help out?
yeah, incredible. Oh, so there's a lesson there. Don't be afraid to reach out to someone you admire and slide into their DMs, because you never know.
I slide into so many people's DMs on TikTok just to meet everyone. There's so many amazing artists on TikTok who are like, they only have a few hundred followers, but then you listen to their music and it's like, wow, it's insane. And you can't get that discovery on Instagram. So definitely just slide into DMs and be nice about it.
Yes, awesome. Well, tell me, so, KADE, you talked about, monetization, and I know that's a big question for artists. What are the different types of ways that you can monetize, that an artist can monetize using TikTok?
So me personally, and because we're in Canada, so okay. So with YouTube, there's like the YouTube fund that like pays you for your views. TikTok kind of came out with that, except it was only for like the US, the UK, India or something. I don't remember. So because Tianda and I are in Canada, we don't get access to that. So we have to be a lot more creative on how we make our money from TikTok. But for me, my main money that comes from TikTok is the fans who discover me, and then I sell them things, right? So through my TikTok videos, I make sure that they get to know me as not only like a musician, but as an artist, as a human, and people like to buy from humans, right? And then I send them towards my social media, or my other social media, towards my mailing list. I make sure I talk to them, and then it's just, hitting them with a song release here and there with some special merch every once in a while. So my specialty really is selling directly to fans, making these fans on TikTok, really sending them, creating more of a relationship with them on my mailing list, through my content, on my social media, and then, selling something to them. My other one is artists discovering me, and then me producing for them. I don't only produce my own music. I produce for other people. So producing for other artists. Yeah, those are the main money makers. Oh, getting hired for these new performances, because I'm getting so much traction. I can bring a lot of people into performances, into shows and stuff, right? Because of the traction that I'm getting, I can help sell tickets, so people are happy to pay me, $1,000, $2,000 for just like a quick 15-minute set or something. So that's where my money, that's where I've seen like my most money come in. But Tianda has different things.
Yeah.
Share.
In the beginning it was a lot of like songwriting for other people, doing like ghost vocals, recording vocals for other people. But as my platform started growing bigger, then it became brand deals. So brands will reach out to me and say, hey, will you make a video about this topic, or like about I had one where it was like, hey, will you put M&Ms in a video when you like play a cover of this song? Or people lately, it's been a lot of like accessory makeup brands, contact lenses, just random things being like, hey, will you wear this in a video? Just doing whatever you regularly do. And they'll pay for that. And it's cool because it's not like an ad about the eyelashes I'm wearing or an ad about the makeup or whatever, but I can still make the content I would regularly make and kind of monetize it that way, just by associating myself with these other things. I've also had a lot of success with live streaming. So back last year, I did this string of live streams where I would go on TikTok and just play covers acoustically, and I put a PayPal link in my bio, and if people wanted to tip me for doing that, they could. And they did. They were really quite generous about it. So that became like an income source for a while. I also found my sync label on TikTok. So they just discovered my videos, they decided to sign my music, and now every month they get my songs placed in like TV commercials, ads, etc. And though that isn't like directly TikTok, it's definitely an opportunity that I got from TikTok. And then the last one is songwriting for other people. So I got hired by Capitol Records last year, for example, to songwrite for 4 weeks for a TV show that they were filming out in New York. So again, that was just another thing that happened because someone came across my TikTok and they saw that I write a lot of songs, and they just thought to ask me. So that's some of the ways that I've been able to monetize it.
Wow, that's incredible. So let me ask you something. What are the steps you took to kind of like find your voice on TikTok? Because I know a lot of artists struggle with kind of like what to do, but like how did you find how to present yourself almost?
I think yeah, it was a combination of just like trying everything and seeing what worked, and then also just like asking for a lot of feedback. So my first like half a year on TikTok was absolute garbage in terms of like what I was doing. The video quality wasn't good. Like I was just kind of copying what everyone else was doing and not really adding anything unique or interesting to me. So my followers weren't going up at all. And I just started looking at what other people were doing and analyzing all the ways that I could make my videos better. And every week I would just try to come up with like 5 video ideas or so to do and just put them all out, no matter how cringe they felt, and see what people were responding to best. And eventually, if you do that 50 times, 60 videos, you're going to notice like, oh, these ones are doing a little bit better than the rest. How can I, go further in this direction? How can I double down on what's working? And then last year I just started asking questions. Like by last year I'd gotten to like 40K kind of organically by just trying random things. Last year I started asking my audience a lot more what they kind of wanted to see from me, and I even did a series where I was like, hey, like help me find my aesthetic, like what is it? And I posted this video being like, does my look match my music, yes or no? And TikTok said no, and they started suggesting all these different things I could try to like make it make sense. And I just started trying them. I started doing my makeup different, my hair different. I went and got some new piercings, like, and it was just a fun thing for me to try. And not only did that like help me find my voice and how I want to express myself on the internet, but it also got a lot of people like really bought into the journey because they were part of it. And like labels pay a lot of money for that type of market research, so it's cool to have an app where you can just literally ask the world like, hey, what's the answer here, and they'll help you. So to summarize, yeah, it was a combination of just trying stuff and also just asking.
Yeah, for me, literally the same as Tianda for the beginning. It was just I had that one viral video, and then after that, it was just like trying different things. Nothing worked. Like I literally just posted like videos upon videos upon videos. It started from like 1 video a day to like 3 videos a day of just like videos just flopping. Couldn't get the algorithm to work again. But after a bunch of consistency, after just like telling myself, yo, don't give up, just keep doing what you're doing. Better video ideas started coming up to me. It was really like, just before I was trying to be something I was not. Like I was trying to copy other people, and like I can't be other people, right? And then when I started being myself, putting out more of my own music, showing people my process, just being who I was, that's when the views started coming in. That's when the traction started building, and just lots and lots of experimenting. Like I've been doing this for more than 2 years now. right? And like throughout that, like my content has changed so much. It's only been kind of recently since last summer where I kind of found like one thing that works really, really well. But now I'm still trying to scale my account even more so I can become like Tianda. And I'm just testing out lots and lots of different content still. And just using what I've learned from my friends, my mentors, from what I see on TikTok in my own videos, but trying to put my own spin onto it.
So what I'm hearing from both of you is kind of like there's a research piece of looking at what other people are doing. And it sounds like there's a time where you're probably just going to be like kind of remixing what they do, but figuring it out. But you got to take the action to find your voice. It's not a matter of just sitting and trying to figure out. You got to like put yourself out there, and it takes a little, and it might take a little time, and that's okay.
So sometimes it might take a lot of time. Sometimes it might take a lot of time. I have a couple friends who it took them like 8 months, a year, and one of them took a year and a half before he got his first viral video. But you know, once if you just keep working hard, it's just a matter of when. It's not even a matter of if anymore.
I love that. If you keep working hard, it's just a matter of when. Love it. Okay, so tell me, you know, what are the different types of content? Because I know a lot of artists think they should just make musical content, but why should they make more than musical content, and what types of content?
Oh, Tianda, go.
I can take that one. Yeah. So in my opinion, there's 3 types of content that you should be making, and people are obviously going to skew to make more of certain types of content depending on what type of artist they are. But you have your like trend content, which I think is the content that everyone is the most familiar with. These are things like stitching popular videos, doing the dances that everyone sees, doing the lip syncs of the popular audios, and the filters. So these trends kind of come and go. The videos get really popular and then they disappear and fall off the face of the earth. The other type of content is engagement content. So this is content that you create while using other people's content. Things like duets, things like open verse challenges, things like stitching someone else's video and talking about it, putting your own spin on it, etc. It's basically leveraging content that's already popular and using it to boost your own platform. And then the last content type, which in my opinion is the most important, is evergreen content. And this is content that is unique to you, completely original ideas, and it's not bound to any like trend or popular audio that's going to come and go. These videos can grow as long as you have an account. So when I typically work with a new artist, we focus a lot of the time figuring out what is that content that is unique to you that no one else can do, that you can do over and over again, and it's not going to fire when the trend kind of comes and goes. So that's my take on the content types. Let me know, Ken, if you want to top up on anything.
My human name is Kenneth, by the way, but
oh, my bad.
No worries. Everything you said is yeah, like those are the 3 content types, and then once you have kind of like that's we can generalize it as, and obviously there's like little you can kind of expand a bit more. But that's generally what I follow. What I usually post is literally just like stuff that I can post and repost and repost. I've posted the same like 20 videos, at least I'd say 10 to 15 times each now, and it works like every.
Do you delete them?
Times. Oh, never. I leave it up there. I just leave it up there because like if I post like with TikTok, videos are good for like 90 days, so like or even longer. I even have like some of Tianda's videos from like February, January popping up on my For You page. I'm like, what the heck? This is from so long ago. But don't delete them because the algorithm is still pushing them out, and it could be like, you know, after a few months, the algorithm pushes the video out, and you're starting to get views from a video that you made a while ago. It's not like Instagram where you post and in 24 hours and it's done. TikTok is good where it's near like passive income where you make a video and it's just like views upon views upon views every single day.
That's happening to me right now. My most popular video last week got 45,000 views, and it was from January 26th. It just randomly got boosted, and I got a whole bunch of followers from it. And so the cool thing is, when you invest your time in making that evergreen content, even if it doesn't blow up right away, the algorithm might bless you later. And it's kind of like stocks; they just like kind of grow and grow and grow in the background while you keep adding more to them, ideally.
Wow. So tell me, what are some of the misconceptions about what it takes to be successful on TikTok?
I think for me, like one of the biggest misconceptions that I worked through. And
wait, hold on. Sorry, I'm hearing an echo, and it's a bit distracting. Yeah, Edie, might that be you?
Maybe. I don't hear an echo.
Do you happen to have
Check,
headphones?
test.
Maybe that would
But
fix things.
I can yes, where are my headphones? Great question, Kade. I'm supposed to be interviewing here now.
So
Here's what
I
I
don't
can
hear an echo
do.
from my end. I hear an echo from like
Is that better?
from only Tianda. So maybe it might be like Tianda, possibly. Maybe like the
I've-
headphones aren't.
My headphones are working. There's nothing coming
Okay,
out of my
cool.
computer.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that
The echo
better?
seems
I
to be gone now, though,
It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay.
No worries. No worries.
The biggest misconception that I had to work through was when I first started my account, I thought that I should only post music and nothing else except for music content. And I was like really frustrated because I'm like, these videos sometimes take so long to make, especially if they're like open verse challenges. You have to write, record, edit, whatever. So I'm like, I can't spend 3 hours on every video that I make, but I also only want to be in my niche. And what I realized is that by like niching myself like that and only focusing on music, I was cutting myself off from potentially connecting with a whole bunch of people who might like me and find my music later. And my journey was really interesting because once I started just letting myself post whatever I wanted and just like using my social media as an extension of who I am, and just posting my random thoughts and story times and whatever else, that's when my account really started growing. And a lot of those people who found me through those story times or like funny videos were like, oh, I checked out your Spotify too, and I actually really like your music. And then they just stuck along for the ride, even though they didn't find me for music. And on top of that, my management team actually found me just through my like random story times and advice videos, and then they listened to my music after booking a meeting with me. So the whole reason I even have a team now is for non-music related content, but they're all still here to support my music, which I think really just goes to show that you should just be yourself. And if you have other hobbies and like thoughts that you want to share or whatever, you should post everything, because you're just really letting people get to know you. And if they know you, they're going to be a lot more likely to stream your music and buy your merch and like want to see you at your shows.
Yeah. Really.
What was the question?
The question was, what are some of the misconceptions about what it takes to be successful on TikTok?
Yeah. Tianda like nailed it on the head. I think another one
Yes,
is also like you don't need to be viral. Did we say that? Did you say that kind of ish?
No,
I didn't say that, no, but you should.
Okay,
say
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't need to go viral on TikTok to do anything. Like I discover so many artists who are just like 800 followers. For me, like where my shoot to fame was, I was only at like 18,000 followers, and then like it kind of like doubled overnight. But then like even with this little, like again, you look at my Spotify, I don't have very many monthly listeners. I don't have a lot of Instagram followers. I don't have a ton of traction everywhere. I'm still an independent artist, but I'm making money just from, you know, kind of making sure that everything that I'm posting kind of sends them somewhere where I'm monetizing it. So for like, there's a very, very small chance you're going to end up as one of the people who just blow up overnight on TikTok. But that doesn't mean you still can't find success. That doesn't mean you can't use TikTok to really, really help you turn music into a living. Right. You don't need to go viral. Just start posting. Just start posting. And don't worry about the numbers. Just have fun when doing it.
Have fun. So tell me, what are some of the biggest, you know, challenges? What was like one of the most challenging aspects of your journey, and how did you overcome it?
I think for me, it's like the beginning when you're posting a lot, and it's taking you a really long time because you don't know how to come up with the ideas yet, and you don't know how to make the videos quickly. So you're putting in the most effort that you'll ever put in, and you're getting the least results, because in the beginning, it's not uncommon to go 4 or 5 weeks and all your videos are stuck at 200, 300 views, right? And then they slowly start to accumulate. And so I think like pushing through that and convincing myself like, yes, this is still worth my time. Yes, this will pay off eventually. Yes, I need to continue showing up, even though it's not working yet, was the hardest thing. And then once I got a taste of what it seemed like to get thousands of views, I was like, okay, now I understand. Now I have that enthusiasm back. But for a while, it just disappeared, and I had to show up anyways. And I think that's where a lot of people just fall off and give up.
Showing up really is the hardest part. You know, learning what to do, like for like researching trends and stuff, and especially during those weeks where you're just like, I hate everything, I don't want to do TikTok anymore. It's during those times where like your next video is the viral one, when you're just like hating on it. Obviously, you don't want to end up at that point. You want to make sure that everything that you're doing is fun, but you know, for us, because we've been kind of doing this by ourselves and just with the help of our friends, we didn't have any mentors, we didn't have any workshops to help us like this, because TikTok was still so new when we started posting, right? We didn't have any good advice that we could actually take. It was just like very, very just nothing. It was just general advice, like, how do we apply this to our artists? I don't know if any of you saw the Instagram reels that I was posting, but there's so many gurus out there who are just like, do this, do this, do this. And then I'm just like, yo, that doesn't work, especially if you're a musician or an artist. There's definitely more strategy to this, right? But the biggest part really is showing up, making those videos. It's just like, you know, showing up, writing when you don't feel like writing, right? If you're only writing when you feel like writing, your songs are going to take forever to finish. It's going to take you forever to write a new song and to finish songs. You just got to show up every single day, you know, put on a timer, finish that beat, finish that video. Showing up is the hardest part.
Wow. Thank you. That's very insightful. So how important, you guys kind of addressed this, but you know, we talk a lot about branding over here at IndieFlow. How important is it for an artist to have their brand developed prior to starting?
I feel like it helps people recognize you, obviously, but it shouldn't be a barrier that stops you if your brand isn't developed yet. Like mine wasn't when I started posting on TikTok. I had no idea who I was as an artist or like even aesthetically. And for me, it was posting over and over again and seeing what I felt good doing and what felt fun and what felt real and authentic, and also what was getting good feedback, all kind of accumulated and helped me understand what my brand was. I would say I started figuring it out like a year and a half into my journey. And it's funny because when people come to my TikTok now, they say, oh, you have such a strong brand. And like, that's originally what stood out to my team too. But I'm like, yeah, but without TikTok, without my viewers who like led the way, I wouldn't. So I definitely would say, like, if you have that, great. If you don't, like, get on TikTok and figure it out as you go.
I love it.
I think it's the same for me for branding. Like I didn't realize my brand until like, I honestly still don't know like what I'm about. Like I have a general idea of what works and stuff, but just like kind of describing myself. If I were to put myself in like an elevator with a bunch of people, I really wouldn't know what to say. But I'm getting closer and closer every day. And like, I was definitely worse off before when I first started TikTok, but I was still able to find that success, right? So, you know, you don't need to have a defined brand to start TikTok. I think the most important part is, you know, just start doing it.
Would you recommend someone like try to create some visual, like aesthetic consistency as they start?
Yeah.
I think if it feels real to your brand to do something like that, then do it. But if you're just like trying really hard and like trying to create a thing just to be a thing, I think people also have a really good like radar for authenticity on that app. And Gen Z will absolutely call you out if you're trying to be something that you're not. So I would say like in any situation, brand, aesthetically, musically, whatever, just lean into what feels real, and that will eventually translate. Just refine that versus try to create something new.
I'm in a panda onesie in my pajamas like for 50% of my videos and they go viral and no one cares. So it's like, you know, again, just being you, being authentic is the most important part.
And comfort. Obviously, you're prioritizing comfort in a panda onesie for sure.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's great. It's cold. I just work in my basement, right? If you see like music producer videos, right? A lot of them are just like kind of in the same background. We're just like stuck in the same room, but then it's up to you kind of, okay, how can we make this background just slightly different so we can just, you know, pop out a bit more on the For You page. It's almost like creating a song, you know, you want to make your song unique. You want to make your videos like somewhat unique, but you don't want to try so hard where it just ends up like not sounding like you not being you.
Got it. So how important would you say TikTok is versus other social media platforms? You know, artists today are kind of like, they feel overwhelmed a lot of times with all the social media platforms. So, you know, in the list of priorities, how important is TikTok?
It's the top one. Because the thing is, if you focus all of your energy on growing your TikTok right now, your Instagram, your YouTube, your email list, your Discord are all going to grow naturally as a result of that. But if you focus all of your effort on growing your YouTube or your Instagram, they rarely convert to your other platforms. And if you're spending all of your effort making videos that are under 60 seconds long for TikTok, you can cross post those to Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, no problem. So it's like you're really multiplying your time that way, versus if you spend all of your time and energy on photo shoots for Instagram, that's going to help you out on like 1 or 2 apps, but it's not going to grow them all at the same time.
Yeah,
Wow.
TikTok is just stay on TikTok, or everything you make on TikTok, right, can be put onto Instagram, Twitter, whatever. I think Tianda just kind of said that. But I think it's just like TikTok, just the algorithms, the amount of money you have to spend, which is zero to go viral, versus Instagram promoting your Spotify, doing all that stuff, right? It's just so simple and easy on TikTok, and so free. And a lot of us independent artists, we don't have that money, but we have the time to do that. We have the hustle, we have the energy. Right, you put that into TikTok, you're gonna reap the benefits way more than slaving away at your job, spending that money on Facebook ads and getting like 50 cents per one click onto your Spotify page.
Yeah, excellent point. So everyone in the audience, we've got like so many comments happening over here. Amazing. I just want to let you all know, if you want to ask a question, there is a button at the bottom called Ask a Question, and we'll get to those in just a little bit. So just want to put that out there, put your questions down there. So here's a question for you all. Is TikTok for everyone?
Yeah. I literally it's kind of like the way that people forget that everyone kind of listens to a bunch of genres of music and not just one. It's like you'd be amazed who people connect with on your For You page. And I hear a lot of people say, oh, I'm too old for TikTok. My music isn't going to like work on that algorithm. I hear people say like, I don't have the look for TikTok. I'm not going to whatever. It's like, nah, it just depends on whose For You page you're on, because people of all ages are on that app. It's not just 16-year-old girls who want to dance. There's a whole bunch of different demographics. One of my favorite people I follow on TikTok is like this 55-year-old guy that makes a new milkshake every Monday, and I'm like so emotionally invested in his milkshakes. And like then there's another like 15-year-old who's just been feeding the same seagull for literally 140 days straight. And like all of this to say, no matter who you are, there are people who will probably like it, as long as you make content that like represents who you are authentically.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
What she said.
So for those of you wondering, how to get some support with getting on TikTok, this is a great time. I just want to mention that we do have a bundle offer to sign up for both IndieFlow and a course from Tianda and KADE and the folks over at Short Form Studio to really amplify your TikTok and promote your music. And I think we dropped the link. Just gonna shout this out now. I believe, in the call to action. So if you guys want to sign up, go right ahead. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in just a bit, but just wanted to drop it in here. So, last question from me. How do you get started on TikTok if you've never posted on TikTok?
Yes. Did you get the picture that I sent you on email? If not, Laura sent it to you on Slack. Would you be able to
Yes,
share that? I created an infographic for people to take notes and stuff, and I'll kind of dive into that.
Absolutely. So give me 1 second to share that. Yeah, toggle video, focus screen. So I am not figuring out how to do this.
If it doesn't work, they can just
I'm
listen
gonna try
to my annoying
also.
voice.
Yeah.
I just made it so it's easier for everyone to like take notes and just kind of for the visual learners.
I think I got it.
Okay, great.
I'm gonna mute myself.
How'd you do that?
Yay, thank you.
Okay, awesome. So guys, feel free to take notes. Feel free to screenshot this, take a picture with your phone. But how do you get started on TikTok if you have never posted before? So number one, this is a 5-step process. Super, super simple. Number one, watch TikTok. You got to watch TikTok minimum 10 minutes a day during your lunch break, during your toilet breaks. Watch TikTok. And you want to make sure you're actually enjoying it and having fun and laughing. Don't think of it as work. Watching TikTok is so important because how are you going to create a good TikTok if you don't know what a good TikTok looks like, right? Number two, figuring out who you are and what you love to do. You don't have to have your brand solidified when you first start posting on TikTok, but you want to have an idea of like, what do you love to do? Do I want to, let me try singing, right? If you enjoy singing, let me try posting some singing videos. Let me try posting some production videos. Let me try sharing about that time I fell 10 feet off the rock climbing wall because you love rock climbing and you want to kind of hit the bouldering people. I don't know, figure out who you are, what you love to do, and those are going to kind of be some of your video ideas and stuff that you can talk about. Number three, find TikTok creators that you like. Again, just like I said before, you won't know how to create a good TikTok if you don't know what a good TikTok looks like. Very, very similar to music. You want to learn how to become a better musician, how to become a better content creator by looking at people who are better than us, right? Number four, record 7 videos as soon as possible and then post all of them. Just make 7 videos as soon as possible. Don't worry about the quality. The more you make, the quality just gets better and better and better. The hardest part, as Tianda and I said already, is just doing it, right? So just make 7 videos that you'll enjoy making and post them. Don't worry about the numbers or stats, just post them. Number 5, rinse and repeat. Just do it again. The videos that you just posted, the 7 videos that you just posted, one of them is 100% going to do better than the rest, right? So you just take the video that did better than the rest, and then you kind of see, hey, why did this do better? What was I talking about? What song did I sing? Why are the comments commenting on this one as opposed to the other one? And just kind of think about that stuff and then do it again and then again and again and again. So this is a pretty simple process, but simple doesn't always mean easy. Some of this might be easier for some of you guys more than others, because if we look at number one, just watching TikTok is simple, but knowing what you should be watching, and not like, hey, I'm only going to watch music content because that's boring, right? But the nuances that you should be looking out for, the edits, the creators, and the videos that you should be following to help you make better videos, how to notice when something's part of a trend, how to notice when a trend is just starting versus if it's at its tail end, it's not even worth doing anymore. And for number two, if you think about it, there is quite a bit that you could be doing, right? And for Tianda and myself, it took us a while. Like, we've been doing this for 2 years, right? It took us a while to figure out what kind of content we enjoy making that also shows the best of our artistry and our music and does really, really well on TikTok. Like, I've literally posted 1,400 videos since I've started. 1,400 videos, a bit more maybe. But yeah, for some of you, the second step might be the hardest. Number 3, right? Finding creators that you like. Kind of goes with what I said for number 1. You might have a really, really hard time figuring out what the heck to watch, who to follow to really, really help you make the best videos that you can. You don't want to be trying to boost your music by only watching cooking TikToks, right? So that you might have some trouble there. And number 4 and number 5, the hardest part. When you're just starting up, some of you might be overthinkers like myself and Tianda. So maybe you'll spend just hours thinking of what to post because there's so many freaking options. And then you'll spend hours filming the exact same video a million times because you're a perfectionist like Tianda and myself. And it'll be like you're making a YouTube video, but then doing that 7 times. And then you post all of them. And all 7 of those videos just get like 10 views. And it freaking sucks and it hurts and it feels like a waste of time. And you do not want that to happen. So Tianda and I, we get pretty good results for ourselves and our artists that we work with. But all of these things I just said, we're still always learning how to get better even after posting nearly every single day for 2 years. So for some of you, it'll probably take you a lot of time to get your TikTok strategy together. I know some of you in the chat, you already know what you're doing, but a good chunk of you probably will not. Some of my friends, as I said before, 8 months, a year and a half to get their first viral video. And that's time that I do not want to be spending. If I was starting from scratch, I wouldn't want to be spending that time. I want to be making music and moving my career forward, right? That's the fun part, Tianda. I'm sure you feel the same. But that's why Tianda and I are here. We're here to help you save that time and really, really amplify your music's growth as soon as possible, which is why, just like Edie said, it wasn't one course. We've built out 3 different workshops that we've already had the chance to test out with a bunch of artists and even some artist development programs like Canada's Music Incubator. So workshop number 1 is our Jumpstarter workshop. That's where we basically give you all the information you need to navigate and harness the TikTok algorithm and platform, how to use the analytics of your videos to find even more success, how to create an efficient content strategy that you'll actually have fun executing and will still actually grow your brand, how to do all that research, basically everything that I just scared you with right now. We're going to completely obliterate these problems in the Jumpstarter workshop. And now our second workshop is where we get even more specific. We're going to show you exactly how to release a song using TikTok to push it out for you. So we'll be showing you ideas that you can just copy, how to create ideas for yourself so you don't look like you're just copying someone else, how to get these viewers to close their TikTok app, go to Spotify, and actually check out your music like they do with Tianda stuff. And even how to translate these new followers and listeners to become Instagram followers so you can DM them, or even better, get them onto your mailing list so you can sell them stuff. And these people that are finding you on TikTok, like they actually want to give you their money. It's so surprising. People actually want to support you. You're not trying to convince them to buy anything. It's literally just putting something out there with a price tag on it. And they'll be like, yeah, I want to support your music because of these TikToks that you're making, because of this connection that you're creating with them through making videos in your bathroom or something. And our third workshop is where we show you how to go from 5,000 followers to 50,000 followers. So like how to get your videos consistently on the For You page, how to consistently trigger the algorithm, how to really, really scale your TikTok and music brand to the point where you're getting these brand deals. People are flooding your DMs for collaborations. You're making all these new friends with a fancy blue check mark. How to make enough money from TikTok and your music, where you can finally quit your job and pursue music full time. This is not luck. There is a strategy behind this, and we're going to show you exactly what to do. So these 3 workshops, they also come with a bunch of handouts, worksheets, the recordings. Like we literally make it as easy and quick as possible for you to kill it on TikTok. But for these 3 workshops, they're super detailed and they might sound expensive, which they are if you were to just hire us to do this one-on-one with you. They are $1,000 each. So $3,000 in total if you were to go through all of this in a one-on-one manner. But because of IndieFlow, we're going to give you access to all 3 of these workshops and 1 year of IndieFlow as well to help you manage all this new success you'll be gaining, because you will need the help and resources from IndieFlow when you see how much success TikTok is bringing you. We're giving you all 3 of these workshops and 1 year of IndieFlow for only $397. And if you're already paying for IndieFlow, even better, it's even cheaper at $260. So that's if you're with IndieFlow already. And so we get to offer this at such a great value at $397 instead of $3,000 because we're doing this in groups of maximum 20 artists instead of one-to-one personalized workshops. That way you get access to all the information, all our teachings, all our strategies, while still surrounded by your artist peers so you can actually learn from each other. It'll be like a nice little incubator group that you'll spend a lot of time with. And you will 100% make friends and do collaborations and all that stuff for me. Don't worry though, if more than 20 of you sign up, we're going to just create a new section for you because we really, really want to make sure that we give the most tailored attention to your music and your projects and really, customize these sessions to help you amplify your music. So if 40 of you sign up, then we'll run 2 groups of 20 artists each. So don't hesitate to reach out individually to us through DMs at Alex Kade, or no, message me at Music by Kade, at Tiandaland. Hit us up if you have any questions because we're both artists too. We both know how hard it is to keep chugging along on this path, which is why we both love helping other artists as well. I really, really live by the saying, success comes from helping others find success. And I would really, really love to see all of us at the top. And TikTok has really just helped my friends and I get closer and closer to that. So.
Wow. Tianda, anything you'd like to add to that?
Oh, you're muted. You're muted.
There I am. Are you hearing an echo now?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. No, I think you summarized it great. I wish that something existed when I started TikTok that I could have used to jumpstart my 2-year journey in figuring everything out. But I'm super happy to pay it forward to anyone else that I can now that I've kind of got there myself.
Wow. Well, I'm super excited. I'm signing up. So I hope some of my IndieFlow community will also join us there. That's super exciting. So I want to address some questions that the audience has posed. So we've got about 12 questions here. So let's just go through these with the time we have left. All right. Christina asks, how often should you post? I've heard multiple times a day. That feels impossible to me. What are your recommendations?
So in terms of sustainability, if you're just starting off, multiple times a day is very hard. One time a day is very hard. I think the most important part is just staying consistent. So it could be like 2 to 3 times a week, but just make sure you're staying on that schedule. And then once you start getting better at content creation, it's a skill and you'll start getting better at it and you'll start going quicker. And making 1 video a day will seem like nothing. And then soon you'll kind of hit up to 3 videos a day. Posting as much as possible is in my opinion, like the way to go. But even more important is sustainability and, like, keeping yourself mentally healthy, mentally happy, making sure you're still enjoying the stuff. So, if you can't post every single day, just try and stay consistent 2 to 3 times a day. That would be my advice.
Yeah, as often as you can sustain it. If that's once a week, great. If that's 7 times a week, great. I would say in the beginning, like, don't get too excited about posting like 4 videos a day if they're going to be super low quality. I would say find balance. Like, once a day is great if you're just starting.
With evergreen content, though, once you make enough evergreen content, you can just start reposting those. So, like, literally, I've been reposting the same videos like every once in a while. I have like 50 videos on my phone that I can be like, I don't want to make a TikTok video today. I'm just gonna throw one out there, and then it works, and I get like 100,000 views off that. Edie has left. Tianda, are you still there? You can still hear me, right? All right.
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right. Well, we can keep going. What other questions? Are you guys both pro niche or anti niche?
Anti-niche,
Anti niche.
personally.
Why?
Just because like people limit themselves off of entire huge audiences that would support them by just focusing on like one thing. I think your niche will like eventually expose itself as you post, but you shouldn't focus on just like being one thing right away.
Yeah, I totally agree. For me, I actually, if you I wouldn't say screw yourself, but if you like focus yourself into one niche, then TikTok starts only putting your videos into like one bucket, and like your videos that have to do with that one thing will do really, really well. But when you try to start posting other things, that's when it'll take a lot more time to get traction. But if you just if you keep trying to do that other thing, and you start doing better videos, you start getting better at showing off this other thing, the algorithm will start to recognize that. But you don't want to start off like only doing cooking videos and you're trying to, or Valorant and whatever. I know someone asked me like, how do I turn my Valorant edits into music? And I don't know, but just don't do that. Just be yourself and try to attack everything. That would be my advice. This is Kate Brunotz. Oh man, I don't know if I said your last name right. I'm so sorry. I've known you for like so long. I'm always curious about monetization. Oh, hi Laura. How are you?
Edie's internet went out, so here I am.
Oh, we've just been answering questions.
I've been listening. I'm here just for support.
I'm always curious about monetization. This is Kate. How do you balance music with a full-time job? How do you know when to make a transition? Would love to hear how you both monetize your music and brand. That is Tianda's question. I've been doing this for a while now. I've been doing full-time music for a while.
So I knew it was time to quit my job when I was making the same amount of money outside of my job through TikTok and music as I was at my job, and it became physically impossible to be both. I felt like Hannah Montana at the end of it, like just living 2 completely different lives. What helped me though, while I was living the whole double life thing of full-time worker, a full-time musician and TikToker, is I would just batch shoot all my content. So I would plan like 10 video ideas. I would just take 1 half day a week and just pick out 4 different outfits and bang them out all in one day. That way I didn't have to do my hair and makeup every day. So that like really reduced the amount of like setup time that I was doing. The other thing is just like doing it over and over and over again so you can get really quick at the content creation process. Because if you only make 1 video a week, it's going to take you a long time to get through it. The more reps you get in right away, the quicker you can just like get through that process and pump out a bunch of different content. I would also say like it's a good time to quit your job when you start to see passive income coming in. Like if you've built a streaming catalog now where you don't have to actively work on it to make money, or if you're getting sync opportunities or just like things happening in the back end that can sustain you, that can be an indication that, okay, I can keep growing this and like continue to survive. Kade's been full-time a lot longer than I have though, so you might have some good thoughts on this too.
My thought, Tianda, that was an amazing answer. So I don't know actually what it's like to work like a job and work for other people anymore. But for me, I am crazy in the fact that I wasn't making any money and I just quit my full-time job and I was like, no, I'm just gonna do music full-time. Because I know that money will always be there, but time will not always be there. And I want to make sure that, you know, if I die tomorrow, I don't regret anything that I did. So there's so many different ways to make money through the internet, whether it's music related or not music related. Maybe at the beginning you might have to do some non-music related stuff to make some money, pay your bills and stuff. But after a while, if you're doing it long enough, then you'll start to see, oh, all your money is coming from music related things and you're having a lot more fun doing it. So I would definitely recommend doing what Tianda did. What I did is not good for a lot of people cannot do what I do. But you know, if you're crazy, go for it. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Just like, oh, I don't know where the money's coming from, but the money's gonna eventually, you know, you still end up paying rent one way or another because you have to. Right? I love putting myself in uncomfortable positions.
We have to answer the what should artists not do on TikTok.
What should artists not do? There
are some things they should not do. They should not link their music to anyone's DMs cold. They should not be like mass DMing people. They should not be mass commenting on other people's videos saying, hey, check out my song instead. Check out my videos. Let me know what you think. And you shouldn't be networking with people by DMing other people and asking them for things. Whenever you're networking with people on the internet, you want to be offering value and seeing what you can add to their life versus what you can get from them. So those are my three, like, don't do these things on TikTok. Even if someone cool, back and you have the opportunity to do it, don't do it.
In terms of posting, if you're posting the same type of content and you're not enjoying it and it's not bringing you results, stop doing that. I don't know if you guys saw those other videos that I posted for IndieFlow that never do this on TikTok. 411 days of posting the same thing over and over again and it's not working. Like that is literally the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different outcome. Correct. Like, do not do that. Right. So make sure if you're having fun, no one cares. No one cares as long as you're having fun. But if you're not having fun and you're not getting results, then something has to change. Yeah. Our TikTok handles at Alex KADE Music, at Tianda Land. We'll have them all over. I think Julian's been typing them up as well. Next one, as a house and techno producer, I don't know what type of videos to make. I never know what to post. Any ideas? So my advice. So I'm the kind of EDM producer specialist here. I'm an EDM producer myself. But I think biggest thing, you know, first of all, copy what other people are doing. And because you're a producer, you know how to make your own music, right? Do what they're doing with your own music. Obviously, we'll kind of delve even deeper into the stuff with the workshops, but just like kind of for now, if you want to get started immediately, see what other producers are doing. Sick Kick. Who else is a great producer? Sev Aura, I think he was in the chat. Look at my page as well. Just search up hashtag producers, hashtag music producers. Copy what these guys are doing, but use your own music instead. Use your own production skills. That's what I would say. Moving on. What about if your video gets 0 views? I've had that still happen. I've had that happen still after 24 hours. Is it a glitch? Delete and repost. Tianda, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one.
Yeah, so if a video has 0 views after 24 hours, the first thing I would do is log out of my account and then view my account from a different account or from no account and see if that video even shows up. Because if you log out and then you can no longer see that video on your page, it shows you that TikTok has banned it for some reason. You can also try to share your video by hitting copy link. And if you get an error that says this video is under review, it can't be shared, that's a good indication that you've like upset the community guidelines in some way. You can always try reposting it. I would try reposting it a maximum of 1 time. If the same thing happens, I would just say like, this video isn't going to work and maybe do like a different edit or something to change it up. But typically logging out of your account and viewing it from like a different account or from no account is the best way to tell if your video is actually banned or if people just don't like it and that's why the views are low.
Same. thoughts on the use of hashtags? Are they helpful? I see people using hashtags that aren't related to their video content. Tianda.
They're most helpful in the beginning when you're teaching the algorithm who to push your videos to. So like myself, now that I have over like 170K followers, I don't use hashtags. I just post my videos and let them find my people because the algorithm knows who to send my videos to now. But when I'm starting an artist's new account, it's really important to teach the algorithm as quickly as possible who to send them to. And that's where hashtags can come into play. There are people who just use like every viral hashtag on every video and hope that will work. I don't know if that actually helps them or if it confuses the algorithm. I have no experience doing that. But in the beginning, definitely it's important to use hashtags that are relevant.
Man, I actually have like a different view on hashtags. So I kind of, because before with TikTok, this is an update like it happened in January or something, maybe just a few months ago, but you only had like 180 characters for your TikTok description for your videos. It wasn't like Instagram where you can just post like 20 million hashtags. But now on TikTok, you can post 20 million hashtags on it. So I just literally, I search up what hashtags are relevant to my video, obviously. So just like what you said, what hashtags are relevant to my video, and then I use them all. So like some of the I literally have just like a notepad of hashtags. I just copy and paste into like nearly every one of my videos, depending on the content. I have different sets of hashtags, and it's awesome just seeing, you know, if you tap on the hashtag and I just dominate that page of hashtags, it feels great. And I know the algorithm is sending those videos out to like the right people, so it still helps them categorize the stuff. You know, there's just so many ways that you can do things on TikTok, and there's so many other strategies that we've tried out and stuff that we can't, because we're running out of time, we can't say all of them, but join our workshops. We would love to see you there. Tianda and I, we can fight a bit more about hashtags and stuff, but it's really what works for you, because we've been experimenting on ourselves for so long, right? With these workshops, you get all of our brains. You get one of our other strategists, Rowan from Carolina. He's really, really good at TikTok, but he's going to be helping us with some stuff as well. Like, you're not only getting just like just two brains. You're getting literally like the brains of everyone that we've worked with, as well as the 20 other people that you'll be together. And so as opposed to you posting one video or as opposed to you posting 20 videos and like seeing the results from that, it's like you guys all post one video together and you match the results. And it's like you're getting 20 times the amount of analytics that you're getting, as opposed to, you know, you just doing that yourself.
Guys, if I can butt in, it's an easy decision. If you haven't left this hour-long conversation being like, oh my God, these people absolutely know their stuff. So great opportunity. If you're not an IndieFlow member yet, it's $397 total. You get these guys for $200, IndieFlow for $199. I screwed that math up. $197. It's $397 total. Okay, I want to be conscious of everybody's time, and we've been chatting for our hour. So guys, you are so wonderful. Thank you for coming with such energy. I hope everybody enjoyed this. I hope you've all learned something. And yeah, you want to keep the learning going, you can press that little sign up now button. I'm going to email everybody as well with their contact information and more information. So yeah. Anything else before we sign off?
Just thank you so much for having us, Laura, and to the rest of the IndieFlow team. Guys, our DMs are always open. You know, if you just kind of need just a few bits and pieces of advice, hit us up. Like, we're artists too. We're probably going to end up working together someday. We're going to write some songs together probably. I love meeting other artists. So you can just hit us up. All right, we're here to help.
Amazing. Amazing. Okay. You're welcome, Gabe. Thanks for listening to my suggestion and coming. Okay, guys, I'm going to sign off. This recording will be available as well on our YouTube page. And again, I'll send it to everybody. Guys, Tianda, Ken, thank you so much. And Julian, shout out to you as well. All right.
Thanks,
See you guys on the
everyone.
internet.
Thank you.
Bye.